Hello there, Angelica. Sorry for the small delay in getting your work back to you. Normally it's usually a lot faster, but recently we've just had a lot of students on the new online course, so it's kind of created a bit of a backlog. Anyway, let's have a look. Over the last few years, international trade of goods, materials and services between countries has been a contentious issue. Okay, some people believe that has been. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll leave it for now. Some people believe that it is an intrusive way to enter a country, or to sell into a country might be more accurate, while others think that it is a positive method to spread language, culture and ideas. Be careful about using words from the question, because you can't get any points. It's better to think of synonyms. So you could say traditional heritage, innovation, a linguistic exchange. So there's just different variations there. As I say, we'll discuss both sides and we'll state my own view on the discussion. So to check your spelling there. Now this sentence is empty. We can put this into any sentence, any essay in the world. The examiner knows this, so what we need to do is adapt it to the actual essay. Yeah. So this essay will discuss both sides using examples from, let's say, China and something else, and traveling to demonstrate points and prove arguments, for example. Yeah. And then this helps us with cohesion and coherence as well, because we make it all link together by mentioning it now and then mentioning it here in the paragraph, in the body paragraphs. Some people think that allowing international trade is an invasive way to enter a country. Okay, once again, to enter, to sell in the country, to sell into the country. The view on this is that by doing so, culture identities tend to be touched in a subtle way, leading to major changes over time. Wonderful. A relevant example of this is that, for instance, flowers and plants are commonly traded. So this is grammatically okay, all right? It sounds more like spoken English, so I imagine you've got good speaking abilities. However, in academic English, we need to write more succinctly. So we could say a relevant example of this, for instance, are flowers and plants that are commonly traded between countries, comma. Between countries that cannot produce them, comma, yeah. And this development has led to numerous changes in the way people celebrate weddings, anniversaries, or funerals. Okay, fantastic. Apparently, their use has resulted in the alteration of the dates when Chinese festivals are celebrated. Okay, so we could rephrase this in a more academic style very easily. We could say, for example, this availability of certain plants has resulted in the alteration of dates when festivities are celebrated, comma, especially in China, or even better, for example, in China, and then go on to explain. Okay? But good work, very, very good work. Now, ideally, I would have finished with something like, therefore, this shows, and then just demonstrate your point. Okay? But did we really answer the question? I guess we've answered it about impacting the culture, but the essay was talking about international marketing, which is more about advertising, promotions, and these kinds of activities. So ideally, we would have talked about that and we'd have picked up more points of task response. This is more about international trade, and remember, we should be talking about international marketing. Have a look on Wikipedia and you'd be able to get the difference. A growing number of people, however, believe that trading is not only necessary, that's what I was talking about, but also a good way to educate and spread ideas, language and culture. Once again, words from the question, so be careful. Another side note, Angelica, in academic writing we can use words more advanced than good. We could say a significant and important, a valuable and invaluable way. You see? And I go into this in much more detail in the online course, which I think would be perfect for you. The reason is that in some cases there are people who would never afford to travel, who could never afford, special use with afford. And as a result, they would never get the opportunity to broaden understanding about how other people believe, live, and behave. Good. By allowing an international form of trading, governments are spreading new ideas that ultimately benefit societies as a whole, or governments are permitting the spreading of new ideas. It's a little bit more accurate. An interesting example of this is the integration of people from different places, races, backgrounds as a result of the utilization of clothes that have been previously exported from other nations. Okay, good, but task response is a big issue, especially in this paragraph. We've gone off topic, we're talking about trade, we should be talking about marketing, so just bear that in mind the next time you attempt a task 2 question. Okay, now in the online course, we're going into much more detail about how to attack the questions, how to plan the essays so this exact problem doesn't happen. To sum up, international trade is a topic of controversy among politicians and modern societies. Personally, I believe that while it is important to maintain cultural identities untouched, it is also crucial to understand other backgrounds in order to have well-educated and prosperous societies. Very, very good conclusion there. So it's excellent work here. I would put it between a 6.5 and a 7, maybe a 7 point, no, there's too many spelling mistakes, sorry. But this is a very good piece of work, Angelica. If you want to carry on improving, have a look at the online course, and if you join in the next 2 days, we'll give you 2 extra essay corrections. And also, just today I've been upgrading the course, so it's like the newest version available. And we've started to use all the questions that have been used in recent exams, so you can get familiar with the style of questions being asked this month, this year. Okay, Angelica, have a great day and all the best.